Gang, gang, bang, 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 bang. What else? What you know? I know some niggas in the cut that'll what you up. I know some bitches in my DM that'll set you up. We can bet it all. What's the call? Get your cabbage up. I be in the mall, copped it all, got my baggage up. Put a nigga out his misery if he dissing me. Always been a leader, you can tell them niggas follow me. I been fucking up this rap shit like a killing spree. All these niggas with this rap shit and it's killing me. Talking slick, get you slapped quick. I ain't killing it. But damn, what if the nigga tell on you? Then I'm spelling it. I be flying shit from here to toe, these bitches feeling me. Bitch niggas stay grilling me, that's why they call me Mr. Me. All these niggas mini me, I catch one in this third degree. I just made a Twitter, but I been had them birds following. The way that I could dress you would've thought that I was modeling.
This is the Just Say It podcast. And welcome back. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. I am your host, Warren Socks.
And I am your co-host, DJ Blood Money.
And thank you for watching this video. To everybody that's watching, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We definitely want to build the channel up so we can start getting more viewers, get into the algorithm, and things of that nature.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like I said, I am DJ Blood Money. I'm right here with Warren Socks. This is the Just Say It podcast. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We building a community, y'all. This is a family. This is a podcast where we talk about topics that a lot of people are scared to get canceled about, or some people just don't want to say it because they feel like people going to judge them. But forget it, man. We just going to say it.
Just going to say it.
It's the Just Say It podcast.
And thank you. We got a whole bunch of topics to talk about. We're going to try to cram them into this little episode as much as we can.
Rapid fire.
But, yeah, we might as well jump into it. Let's get started. So.
All right. Well, with me, the first thing I was going to talk about for real, was Dr. Umar on that Druski episode. When I tell y'all Dr. Umar, he represented for the Pan-Africanism community. Nah.
Oh, my goodness.
Dr. Umar, if you watching this, you are hilarious. You are comedy gold. And I understand you trying to be serious and stuff like that. Like, you dead serious. But I can't even say it's the time we in now or, like, people not going to take you serious. But it's like, bro, it's going to happen. Integration is going to happen. You know, you're going to have Chinese people coming into the black community. You're going to have Mexicans. You're going to have Lebanese. You're going to have white girls. You're going to have Puerto Ricans. You're going to have almost every race. Every race is going to intertwine with every other race. I feel like, you know, and the next 100 years, like, no, bro, it's going to be mixed babies everywhere.
Right. And the one thing about it is we're trying to move forward, not stay stagnant. I don't think he's going back, but I think he's being stagnant. Now, do I agree with his message and stuff like that? In a sense, yes, because I do want to see black queens with black kings and black kings with black queens. His saying on there, if people seen it or read it on the Druski episode, was black queens forever, snow bunnies never. And I feel like we're being stagnant because, just like you said, we're going to be in a time where people are intermingling with different races and different, you know, things and all that type of stuff. And we're going to have mixed babies. You know what I'm saying? At a point, we're going to be a mixes, and it's going to be a point to where it's like, oh my God, you're black, but you know, you got a little bit of Chinese in you. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, you're light skinned, you look Mexican, but you're you know, just, you know, whatever. So I feel like it was kind of harsh, and they was trying to bash him on the show to say, oh, he's racist. He's racist. I'm like, to be honest, the way he worded his sentence on that show, I don't believe was racist. Yeah. I truly don't believe it was racist. If anybody hasn't seen it, please go check out, what was it, like episode number 3 of the Druski Coulda Been Love episode with Dr. Umar. Like you said, the most black Pan-Africanist dude in America.
But I don't know if you've seen the Breakfast Club. Druski was like, yeah, nah, he went off. Like, he really went off. They probably cut out a lot of the stuff that happened to a lot of these women. But in my opinion, I'm looking at it through a black eye. So to say it's not racist or anything like that, it's like, I don't know, because if a white person did it, how would you look at it?
How
If
would
a
you look at it?
Chinese person did it, how would you look at it? But I feel like what Dr. Umar is bringing is, well, this is how they do judge it. They don't say it, but this is how they do bring up. And then it's a lot of like, you know, the mixed race stuff is some people feel like, oh well, certain cultures or certain races are like, their genes aren't as strong as a black gene, or you know what I mean, black people's genes in certain fields, so they go out hunting, which is true. I mean, some people do. Some, let's be real, it's so many people out here, but I don't think that's everybody's agenda. So trying to, you know, manipulate or say that, oh no, they only with you because of this and that. Nah, some people, you know, do see color, some people don't. Like, and I'm saying, like, yes, you do see the person's skin tone. We're not blind, but they not looking at it like, oh, I need to be with a black person because I need to have black babies and I'm gonna put them on child support, or you know what I mean, or my player or my babies are gonna be super strong. They're gonna go to the league and stuff like that. Some, you know, some black guys like white people. Some shit. You know what I mean? And speaking
Right.
for self, damn near. But some black guys like Chinese. Some Chinese like black girls. You know what I mean? It all depends. I mean, it all goes hand in hand and things with that. So I wouldn't have came at him sideways, crazy like that. But that's who Dr. Umar is. If they didn't know, they learned today. You
Right.
found out today, brother.
You found out today. And I will say this, when it came to asking those young ladies, well, what do you bring to the table?
That's the only thing where I felt like they
Wait,
was fumbling
yeah,
the back.
like-
And y'all got to see that. Like, this is what me and bro have been saying in some of these podcasts.
I'm telling you.
Yo, women got to bring more than coochie to the table. If you can cook, cool, we understand that. But what else can you bring to the table to a man? You know, none of these women said, I'm gonna be his piece.
Right.
That's the one thing I was waiting for one woman to say that. I'm gonna be his piece. Anything he need, I'ma do it for him. I'ma make sure he is full. When he around me, he is fully comfortable. He can be himself. He can just decompress and he can relax from reality. And this goes for all cultures of men. It's just not black men. This is all cultures of men.
Right.
I feel like, you know, a lot of men are gonna look for women that, you know, they can decompress with. Like, nah, bro, I could be myself around her. I could just chill. I could relax. I ain't gotta say too much, or I might have to talk a little bit to her, but I'm just chilling. You know, I'm comfortable with her, and you know what we got going on.
Right. You are absolutely right. Nailed it on the head. I felt like when I watched that, I was disappointed in today's society of women. Like, I felt like they were trying to say the answer of, oh, I can cook and clean, just to try to, like, you know, the normal typical answer. Didn't nobody, or at least what they showed, because, you know, we didn't see all of the women, but at least on what they showed when he asked a simple question, it was, oh, what do you bring to the table? Oh, I'm that bitch, and that's all he need. What is that? That's
Yeah.
not something that's a benefit just because you feel like you that bitch, or that you found out everybody is getting money. He's found a way to get money. Just because you get money, that's a bonus, but that's not you bringing nothing to the table as a benefit to helping my life.
Yeah.
I already have money. So all that, man, it was ridiculous, and I was disappointed. I was disappointed in the fact, and just because you brought up the Breakfast Club interview, he said it that he wanted to make it like a new age Flavor at Love thing, and you know, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I dang near got it on right now, not the Druski thing, but the Flavor. He know I'll be watching
bro,
Flavor
be
Flav
watching
to this day,
Flavor of Love to this day.
2025, and that's an old show.
And I'm like, bro, I don't know how you watch that. Like, that show will make me like not get upset, but I get annoyed fast. I get real annoyed.
But what I noticed was, look how much fighting and arguing and disagreement. It, like, don't get me wrong, when I watched Flavor of Love, it was a couple little spicy moments and stuff, and maybe they didn't show all the fights. But I noticed the comparison, like, yo, bro, if you really look at the flavor, if we took somebody and seen the Flavor of Love, yeah, it's all good. If you seen somebody that watched the Flavor of Love show and watched the Druski show, it was like, yo, bro, like, no self-control. They out here wilding, show. At least them women has some respect of, oh, okay, on Flavor of Love, okay, you're my man. I'm going to respect you, and I'm going to do what I can to show you that I'm in it to win it, or that I have true love for you. With the Druski thing, you seen it second. Oh man, I'm gonna take them to the club. And what some of them start doing, twerking on other niggas.
One girl was with straight a whole group of guys gave out her number and all, and it's like the camera only shows so much,
Right.
And then the
Right.
girls were saying it like, "Girl, your whole coochie was out." Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, if you do want to put a test to a woman, yeah, take her to the club. Take that. That is smart. You know what I mean? Take her to the club and try to get her around other girls. Like, if you got some other home girls you can call and all that other stuff, and she could be cool, let them take her and be like, yeah, get her turned up. Let's see how she gonna act. Is she gonna be all with me? She gonna be subtle, like, nah, especially the first time. If she
Mhm.
gonna go out there and, oh yeah, shots, bitches, like take a whole bunch of shots, get turned up, and she out there like that, that's a red flag. That's
Red
a, hey,
flag.
bro, get out while you can. That grease get hot. That grease get real hot. So make sure you can get out while you can. But speaking of the Flavor of Love show, I know you was watching it one time, and he took these women to church, right? He was
Right.
like, yo, I'm gonna take these women to church. Let me see how they do, because God by faith. But one thing I told bro, I said, bro, all of these women got dressed, hair done, nails done, extensions, lashes. Not one of these women grabbed the Bible.
Mm.
Not one of them grabbed the Bible. That's right there. Straight up to me, right off the rip, off the dribble, off the bat.
You're done.
You're done. X'd out. You're done. X. Put big red X. You're done. None of y'all grabbed a Bible. And I understand maybe there might not have been a Bible in the house, and somebody might have asked for one, and I don't know that, right?
Mhm.
But in my thing, I would have respected a woman more in that Flavor of Love episode if she was standing straight up on it. Like, I grew up in the church. I know one thing I need to grab is a Bible. I know I ain't been to church in a while. She could have said that. I ain't been to church in about 2-3 years. I'll be honest. But one thing I do know I need is a Bible. Not one of these women grabbed the Bible. So for me, it was just like off the bat, like, nah, I'm not taking none of these women serious.
Right.
And that's what a lot of women don't, men and women put you to the test, and they gonna see what you gonna do. They gonna give you enough rope to hang yourself, and a lot of them hung themselves.
Speaking of rope to hang themselves, I got on here that we got, what is it?
Oh, I was
Uh,
gonna say, going back off the topic and stuff to go into this topic.
Okay.
I saw a post on the internet that said RG3. This is Robert Griffin III. Says that teaching your kids not to date outside of their race teaches them hate. Now, I'm believing it's saying hate towards other races, but also hate towards other people. What are your feelings on that?
At not teaching your kids, or say it
So,
again?
teaching your kids to not date outside of their race, like you would teach your black kids not to date a white person or a Chinese. You would tell them only stay with black, like Dr. Umar saying. Is that teaching hate in these kids?
Because in a way, I say it depends on how they look at it. Depends on the angle how they look at it. I don't want to say, because hateful is like he could do it in a sense of, I want to honor, my race. He may not have a hateful spirit towards it, but I'm assuming how it generally goes. Man, only date, what I'm saying, your race. It don't matter where we go, just date your race, because they understand. Then if you have that sense of, no, I don't F with none of y'all, I'm only sticking with my kind, it could be represented as hate. But it's like Dr. Umar. That Dr. Umar, I wish it was a quote, was he was just saying, I'm like pro Africa, I'm pro African, I'm pro black. So I'm not I'm representing mine, but I'm not against yours. And when people see that, they'll take it as a negative impact. So that's why I said it could be represented as a negative impact, but it never could, depending on how they represent it.
Yeah. So I feel what you're saying. It kind of comes with a little bit of backstory. So I feel like if you do teach them that, like, hey man, don't date outside your race. Yeah, they're gonna ask questions. Well, why? Well,
Right.
why this? Why that? and it's the way you answer those questions. Is it because we only sticking with black only, like black is the best, or say if we was Chinese is the best, I don't know if they say black, yellow, whatever, but we only the best, we do the best, forget those other races. I feel like that would teach them to hate other races just off of GP, and it's not going to be big hate. It's just going to be subtle. It's going to be slightly in the back of their head that you've brainwashed them or manipulated them to want to only date in that race,
Right.
And let's be real. I would say, and it's a generation thing, depending on when you were born, who you grew up around. If you grew up in this, I would say the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, or late 80s, mid 80s, late 80s, early 90s, late 90s, and all that stuff. You got people that was born in the 60s, the 50s. You know what I mean? You got all those, 60s. They the ones raising you. So they look at the world totally different than how it is now. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, a lot of people would say, well, that's trauma. You don't want that trauma and that thing to, hold you for the rest of your life. I don't think you should do that. But this is the way they were raised. They don't know any better. But, if you don't know any better, you won't do any better. So to me, it's like you could teach them hate. Yeah, that could teach them hate a little bit. I would say, like, when it comes to other races, know that every culture is different. That's the first thing you have to accept. Every culture is different. I don't do the same thing as somebody that is Hindu or
Right.
like Indian or Pakistani. I don't do the same thing that somebody is, let's say, grew up in Italy or something like that, Viking, or you know what I mean. We don't do the same things. We don't eat the same foods. We just don't. So you have to accept that thing first and know that, yeah, bro, you about to go into uncharted territories for yourself because you ain't grow up like that every day.
Right. In a sense where we want to move forward and live in love and prosperity, I personally, like, I grew up with loving one another and not being on some hateful, black people, black lives do matter, but I'm on a offense and not on a defense. And what I mean by offense, not as attacking, I'm in of an offense of trying to move forward, push the needle, do better. Let's have mixed kids. Let's have mixed races. Maybe it'll change the world for the better. But in a sense, when you know history, our history, black people history, what we've been through, what
And
you
that's what
know,
I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. The history of it.
right?
You would be like, well, damn, why would you go do that
Right.
when they was raping, killing, stealing, and pilled, like just running over your ancestors, bro? Why would you go mess with that race?
Right.
And that's where I'm saying, like, no, bro. Depending on who you are, how old you are, what generation you grew up in,
Right.
that's where the divide comes in. But it's it's I'm not gonna say it's okay to have that divide, but bro, we in America. Do your history on it. If you don't know, do your history on America. Stop thinking
And
that, them settlers came over here and it was peaceful, joyful. No, motherfucker. They came over here and killed. They
mm-hmm.
killed everybody over here, y'all. Let's be real. They killed not everybody, but they killed majority of the people that were here. They raped, they stole. Let's start there.
Just Say It podcast.
They This is what they did. This is how we are able to sit here right now. And then they forced people to build the country that we live in. I hope y'all know that. Go do your research and go do your history. Don't think this shit was roses, peaches, and cream. No, it wasn't. Don't think, oh, it was only black people that were enslaved and all that. No. Go do your research. Go
Right.
do your history.
I seen a post last night. I should have sent it to you. And I try not to believe everything on the internet. It was just a rumor. I didn't never see it, but it was some people on a podcast that was because I heard you was talking about they were stealing shit, doing shit. I heard from a little birdie that they were trying to get rid of Martin Luther King Day. Some
They
bullshit
tripping.
like that. So that'll just show you how fucked up America is, that Martin Luther King Day has been here for quite some time. We've
Mm-hmm.
been celebrating, getting days off, and
Bro, it ain't
and
even been 100 years. Come on, bro.
and they're already trying to take it away.
Wait, let's be real.
We appreciate, like I said, it's moments like that that made this moment possible. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Oh no, that's because you just worked hard and you got the equipment in it.
Hell
No, it's because of people like him that made this very moment possible. Otherwise, we still be niggas in the yard. And everybody come back picking up shit. Everybody gun that sometime picking up cotton and shit.
Yeah.
Singing hymns and shit.
Damn, that it's just crazy, man. Just make sure y'all do know what y'all getting into when it comes to that.
But thank God. One thing that we got God on our side, and He's made this very moment possible. He's gave us
For sure.
the ability to do this and to keep fans like y'all that they can give two brothers to just keep it real. Keep it real, not
And
fake
you
the
have to-
front on camera.
And you have to realize with them trying to take Martin Luther King, it's another big thing of them trying to stop American history. They're trying to, I think it's either Black history. They're trying to stop teaching a lot of history in school. Like the way that we learned history, all of us, anybody I would say 19 and up. If you're 19 years and older, the way that we learned history, they're trying to slowly take out all that stuff. Even the 19-year-olds, like, you might not have learned everything that I learned, but they're trying to take this stuff out of school, and they're saying they're trying to take it out of school so that shit can repeat itself. They want to do it again because a lot of people not going to know the history. And if we let them do that, yeah, history going to repeat itself, and they going to do it fast. And, let's be real, corporate America or, the powers to be in America, they play the long game. I could be dead by the time what they want to happen, and they don't care. They just want it to happen. They don't care if it happens 60 years from now, 80 years from now, 77 years, 20, 10. And that's why you got to fight for this stuff, because you already see Trump done taken out I think it's the Fair Act or whatever, and work. You can now no longer sue a job for racial discrimination.
Look at that.
There is no more, y'all. They've taken it out. It's over. So if we stand for nothing, we'll fall for anything.
But for anything and every damn thing.
So yeah, I mean it's important. It's important.
There was also little rumors that I was hearing. What's your thoughts on if you think there might be a possible like EMP? Like
I
with
hear
all,
nothing about that.
I mean, it really. I think it was a fake ass video to try to sell a book, but the book has some good information.
Right.
Like it was like some, how to survive, without electricity, you can make certain shit. But what's your thoughts on, if there was like a possible EMP? I guess we wouldn't know unless we actually went through it. Like, but
a lot of people would get killed. A lot of people would be raped. A lot of people would steal, because it would go back to living in the 60s and 70s. There is no phones. There are no cameras. There are no, I can go live. Like there's none of this. All this
Right.
is gone. Is done. This TV is done.
Turn the TV off.
Turn the TV off. A EMP. If we talking about the same type, you know what I mean? A strong EMP like that. All this is done. So communicating with people, it would get scary for a lot of communities, especially inner cities. Like if you in a big, heavy inner city, like if you live in like New York, streets like Philly is them streets is too small. Chicago streets ain't that small. Atlanta streets ain't that small. Miami streets ain't that small. The Tennessee, like all these other, San Diego, like all these other cities ain't that small, but Philly got small little blocks. So I feel like it'll go down.
Yeah,
It
and
get
I'm
dark.
sitting here thinking about
Real
it too.
dark.
Like Philly, damn, just imagine. Motherfuckers will be going crazy.
Crazy.
You think
They
they going
out there
crazy
with
now?
switches. Yeah,
Right.
Them
Yeah.
YNs switch cheese, and them YNs ain't playing. They
But-
ain't playing. They got the drum, switch, beam, stench like that. Yeah.
They wildin'. But let's hit the next topic, man. Let's go ahead.
Yeah, you go ahead and
Well, one thing I wanted to touch on was the Club Shay Shay interview with Amber Rose. Before I start this, I want to say this is not to bash Amber Rose and stuff like that.
because she is from Philly.
Right. And I'm glad you brought that up. watching these Club Shay Shay interviews, like it really like it said, Cat Williams has said something like, "I like how detailed you are with certain things," and I'll be watching his little interviews, and I'm glad that I can get to know some of these people that you see them on TV, you think they act like that, but when you really ask them a question, you really get to know who they are. And it's a couple things I want to touch on. And yet again, this is not to bash Amber Rose. This is just a help me help you type of situation. I watch. Not even, I'm not. I'm lying. I listened because I didn't watch it. I was literally the day before they released her episode. I was seeing the comments was saying a hard pass because I'm already knowing. I'm like, I don't. Amber Rose is famous, but I'm like, really only know her for dating Wiz Khalifa and dating Kanye West. Other than that, I really don't see what you are famous for. The first thing I want to talk about, she said on her interview. She said it out her own mouth. She canceled her slut walk because she's seen how so many devious women were attacking men.
What's a slut walk?
She had, some parade. Like I guess it's okay to be a slut, be you, stuff like that. But she said it.
Is this the girl that said your wholeness can get deleted? That's not her. You ever seen that clip? She was like, your wholeness can get erased, or like your wholeness can be erased.
I don't think it was Amber Rose, but
okay, yeah,
I believe I believe that walk or that get together was something about that. But I'm gonna stick on topic. She had said, like, I canceled my slut walk because I have realized how tricky, manipulative, and how evil some of these women can be towards men. And that kind of first I was a little bit off because I wasn't going to listen to it, but I said no, give her a chance. I was a little bit off because Club Shay Shay or Shannon Sharp had started the interview with her and her dating skills and abilities and stuff like that, and I was starting to hate it because she was going on there talking about, oh, as much as people think that I'm pretty, I get no DMs. But then in one saying, she said all these 20-year-olds be on my body. Don't nobody give a fuck about that. And I feel like you're being confusing. She started it off by saying, oh, well, what do you want to be when you wanted to grow up? I wanted to study what it was like to have AIDS and HIV because I saw a potential witness that had a full normal body, and out of nowhere his body started disintegrating. And I was interested in that. I'm going to myself, to me, you a goddamn lie. Because if you was wanting to do some shit like that, you would have probably ended up being a scientist. How the hell do we know you from being in music videos but yet again, I seen the switch around. I come from Philly. I didn't have no money. I started stripping or being topless to get some money. I'm like, yep, wholeness. Started of the wholeness. But yet again, this is not to bash Amber Rose because she really said some interesting facts. I really like the fact that she went on there and said, yo, even though, men are a little bit fucked up, you women are a little bit fucked up as well. You guys are complete idiots. And seeing the shit that women was doing was a little bit fucked up. It kind of broke my heart. And I didn't even hear some of the situations that she's witnessed. But it broke my heart. I'm saying for what most women get on these and say, oh, women power and women are, it's the men that's fucked up. No, she literally went on there and said that, oh my gosh, if only you knew what some of these women were doing to these men, it would make you upset. And I want to salute Amber Rose for that. I come to find out she is from Philly. So I'm going, oh, okay, a nigga from Pittsburgh and a girl from Philly. Now it makes sense. Kanye West fell in love with her. I don't know where Kanye's from
Chicago.
But, okay, should have figured that one out. But a nigga from Chicago and a nigga from Philly. It makes sense. And she probably had that lovable aura because when I start to hear her and hear how, not how elegant she speaks, but how elegant she was in her actions, I said, yep, I would cuff a bitch like that. But just like how she was speaking like Future. Oh, okay, I see why girls would date Future because of how the way he is, how the way she is, and how the way she spoke, and how what her alignment was with her actions,
mannerisms, her intuition, her integrity. But let me touch on something real quick.
Go ahead.
This is what happens I'm not going to say when a woman makes a lot of money, but I would say a woman makes a lot of money doing something like OnlyFans, stripping, being a video vixen. You said she gets no DMs, but she gets hit up by a lot of 20-year-olds.
Yes.
It's not that she doesn't get any DMs. She doesn't get any DMs from the man she wants.
There you go.
You can make a shit ton to the women out there. You can make a shit ton of money doing OnlyFans or being a stripper. You can be a millionaire. The platform is there. They're all across America. You can do that. But don't think for a second a man that makes $1 million or even the regular degular 9 to 5 working motherfuckers are going to take you serious. Some of them will, because some of them gonna be like, fuck that, bro. I just need to upgrade. You want some pussy shit? Like, fuck it. Let her do her. She bringing the money home. But if she does that, she gonna talk to you the way she want to, do whatever the fuck she want to. You gonna catch her out there doing whatever she wants because she's the breadwinner. And it's nothing wrong with a woman being a breadwinner, so don't take that and run with it. I'm saying when a woman does things like this, it takes a while because, if she's young, 20-year-old, she's not going to think about long-term effects. Having a family, being married, and stability. She's not going to think about the long-term effects. And if she does, well, I already have his kids. I got the kids. I got the this and that. But now you're going to, I'm with, it goes back to one of my favorite artists, Drake. Who the fuck wants to be 70 and alone?
Real shit.
Like, yeah, you got everything you want, but in your older age, you will be lonely. You're going to be alone. That shit is going to come back to bite you in your ass. And for the young women out there, please be careful. For my friends out there, that do OnlyFans, please be careful. My friends out there that strip, please be careful. Like, yeah, you young and pretty now, but what's going to happen in 10 to 15 years? Don't think, oh, well, I'm stripping and I'm going to go to college and get my doctorate and all this shit. Baby, you stripped, posted pictures about it online and started an OnlyFans. That shit's not going anywhere.
Right.
Your digital footprint will be on the net for the rest of your life. You may take it off of your profile, even though you put it under an alias. You may have taken it off of your profile, but it ain't nothing to screen record. And it's going to be some hating motherfuckers waiting for you to pop shit or say something or go get married. And they DM your husband. Hey, bro, ain't this your wife?
Mm-hmm.
She told you she was doing this. And if he didn't know, you about to go through World War III, baby.
And for me, I know you saying be careful. To me, I don't want to tell them be careful because that's like I'm giving the initiative to still do it. Yeah. I'm saying do better. All you motherfucking hoes out there that think about doing this dumbass shit, I'm saying do better. For me, I'm so struck by this because it's like, yo, you women are smart, man. You're smart. You're beautiful. You're educated. You know something. Why result to this? But we know why you result to this. You result to this because it's all about a money thing. I want some money. I need to survive. So I'm going to do this. And how I look at it, it's like if you do OnlyFans and you run around here talking about, oh, I'm a lady in the sheets but a freak in the bed and stuff like that. No, it tells me that you can be bought. You can be bought.
Yeah,
lady, you can be bought by 1099 for stuff like that. Who is going to cherish that? Tell me this. What 6-figure man is going around here trying to get women that a lot of men, because say if you do have an audience, say if you do get a lot of money on OnlyFans and you could take care of yourself. I'm just saying for me, if I made 6 figures, if I had some money, if I was doing well, if I was doing well, why would I look for a wife? Not a woman. If I'm looking for a woman, I can look for you. We are looking for a wife, shit with integrity and value inside of it, that does OnlyFans and show their naked body. No, I need you to be exclusive to me. I don't care if you have a past. That's cool. but offering yourself for a green bag because you want to flaunt to your no good having ass friends that look, I got a Gucci bag from doing OnlyFans in 2 to 3 months. No. And then the first thing they throw up is, oh, well, you guys are jealous because I can make money and you have to work hard and stuff. No, for me, I feel good when I work hard and get my little paycheck. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Even though I know it's, big time ballers out there and I know, oh, as a man, you gotta get your money up and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. This is a snowball effect. I can't make a big snowball by just saying, a big snowball. No, I'm gonna take that little snowball and we gonna roll it up and we gonna compile it to make a big snowball.
Yeah. But
So go ahead.
not to cut you off, but the thing I think about it like this. Yeah, women are out here stripping and stuff like that, and it's wrong for them, but let's talk about the drug dealers. A man, in the same sense, and I'm trying to look at it in both views, a woman's view, which I'm not a woman. So you could say, well, what about the men that are drug dealers? They're wrong. They're smart enough to know that this can ruin their lives. They could go sell drugs and get caught by the police or get killed. But even the drug dealers aren't exempt either. People are telling them they wrong as hell. And that's why a lot of, I would say, ex drug dealers or people that went to jail and did a bid. I'm talking about kingpins that are getting out now, people that got locked up in the 80s or they're getting out now, or early 90s. They're getting out now, or coming out and telling people these stories and like, bro, I'm changing my life. Like, I fucked up. Like, that was the dumbest shit I ever, like, it was good. The money was good. It was great. But some of them, it was just stupid and stuff like that. It was stupid to do. So women don't think that, oh, well, don't look at a drug dealer and say, oh, well, he's getting money and it's illegal. I'm not going to say you're making money illegal, but he's making money. It's illegal and it's fast paced. Hey, man, fast money ain't always good money. I used to tell my friend this all the time in school. She was like, yeah, man, I'm broke and stuff like that. And I always like, and she came to me. She was like, yeah, somebody told me you the person to talk to if I need to make some money. I said, who the fuck? I said, who the fuck? No funny shit. I swear to God.
Who the hell?
On everything I love. You know what I mean? She came to me in class like, use the person I needed to talk to get some money. And I looked at her and I got to thinking like, this girl is a smart girl. She not going to want to do what I'm about to go tell her. Like,
Right.
not even tell her, but she not going to want to go down this lane. And I told her, you want the fast money or you want good money? And she said, I want the fast money. I need it now. Asked her again, you want the fast money or you want the good money? I want the fast money. I need it now. I need it now. I just had to walk away from her because I realized if I would have, hey, yo, I can throw you onto these packs real quick. This girl could end up ruining her life. She ended up going to college for track and all types of shit.
Man.
And I said, she was ready to throw her fucking life away because she wanted to, I don't know what she wanted to do with the money. She never told me. I never got into it. But I realized how bad, fast money is. Like, bro, we can sell drugs. Like, I tell my people that all the time. Like, bro, I can sell drugs and make a couple thousand quick in a day. We can make, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 in a day. That's easy. But it's the shit that it comes with.
Right.
I got the DA on my back. I got the feds on my back. I got local police on my back. I got all these motherfuckers on my back now.
Right.
It's just not worth it. And I feel like that goes hand in hand to the women that do OnlyFans. Yeah, you get the money now, but you've lost the chance of getting the man that you want. You'll have to settle. And I don't think anybody should have to settle for anything. But I mean, hey, your life is your life. I'm not forcing you to do anything.
No, and not to say I want it to happen, but I got a vision. And it's gonna be fucked up to say this, but I feel like if the young kids get hip onto the internet, get it popular, all that type of stuff, there is going to be a mom out there that their kids at the school are going to be smart enough to go ahead and see that stuff and embarrass that kid. I mean, it's happening. I mean, I know a couple people, they got kids and all that. It's happening now. You're a mother that's doing this. You're going to embarrass your child by doing this. Hey, Johnny, you want to know how I got them Oreos for you? By selling my titties on OnlyFans. Like, what the fuck? And the part that blows me is that you women are intelligent creatures, man. You can do anything you put your mind into it. And because a bigger bag was offered to you, you're going to devalue yourself on
yeah.
camera. At least if we were doing OnlyFans and stuff. Do you realize you could do an OnlyFans and not be sexual on OnlyFans? I'd explain some of my coworkers that, like, yo, I be getting on OnlyFans. I be seeing people cooking, doing, and go back to Amber Rose. That's what she was going on. Say, no, if you look at my OnlyFans, like, I don't be fucking on there. I just do my daily vlogs and stuff. I wish some of you women would take, notes on how to do that. But that's neither here or there. Before we go, we got one more topic to talk about. They said, is 50-50 smart?
I feel like 50-50, it depends your financial situation. I would say if you don't make one of you don't make over 100, not 100,000. I would say shit. It depends where you live. At 50-50 is kind of smart in certain ways, but again, it's kind of not. I mean, you can help each other if you don't do 50-50 in certain things. Like if I was to take care of, you know, the house bills, right? And be like, okay, I take care of the mortgage. I take care of, or I just take care of the mortgage. Or yeah, I take care of the mortgage, the electric, the sewer, and cable or whatever. The money that you have, let's start a business with.
Right.
That's where I feel like is, it'll help you. But in the same time, if y'all don't have that money like that, bro, go 50-50. Just go ahead and help each other out. And then the money that you guys are saving, put towards some type of business or something that can benefit both of you.
Right. That's a good point of view. For me, I say it all depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Everybody, doesn't, everybody's income is different. Everybody's situation is different. And when I look at 50-50, it's we have to complete the puzzle. So if we're all going to do a 50-50, you have to realize sometimes my end is going to be 70. I need you to do your 30. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. Maybe I have 30 and you need to pick up that 70. So even though that's not a 50-50 situation, I feel like that is the type of 50-50 situation that I would like, that I at least need to see you put your effort in. If you can put your effort in, and or we have a situation where it works for us, then yeah, the 50-50 is cool. But some people will feel like, nah, I need my partner to do 100% and I'm cool and I'm chilling. Who let me tell you this. If you do agree with that situation, because there is some women that feel like I need to met. Oh no, a man needs to be a man. Let me tell you this. Who is born, man or woman, who is born to take care of you?
Yourself.
Who on this earth is born? Well, my man is that. Who is that to say that's your man? You be with him 5 years and realize you don't really even like him. You've been with her 5 years and realize you don't even like him. So who is to say that person was born to take care of you? Nobody was born on this earth to take care of another. Unless that's your child or a family member, nobody was born on this earth to take care of another person. So that's where I feel like we get it all messed up and misconstrued, where we got this mentality of, oh, because you're my partner and I say you're my partner and we agreed that you're my partner, life is good. Take care of me.
I mean, I just feel like as a man, you should want to take care of a woman.
You do. You do. But there is a part you have to play. And like I said, depending on the situation, everybody's different. If that man is cool with paying all the bills, then you still have to, what about the, what I'm saying? You still got house chores. You still gotta.
But that's why I said 50-50. Are we, you could break it down like, okay, is 50-50 just bills? Is it 50-50 on the household? Is it 50-50 on everything? Like, okay, you pay all the bills, you spend all the money, but I take care of everything else. Like as far as, making sure all the laundry's done, cooking, taking care of the kids, making sure your mental health is straight, making sure everybody got what they need, planning out all the trips, planning out everything that we gonna do for every year. What restaurants we go to this year, budgeting all the money. You know what I mean? You're
Right.
making the money, but I'm budgeting it to, okay, this goes into this account because this is how much stuff is spent. But that's why I said give or take. But this is the
But-
Just Say It podcast, not the Cut Bro Off.
Nah, it's all good.
You know what I mean?
Thank
Thank
y'all.
y'all for listening. We appreciate y'all. My name is DJ Blood Money.
And I am Warren Socks. And thank you so much to tune in for another episode. If there's any artists out there that want their song played, please send your song to Just Say It official podcast at gmail.com.
Yes, sir.
Always been a leader, you can tell them niggas follow me. I've been fucking up this rap shit like a killing spree. All these niggas with this rat shit, and it's killing me. Talking slick, get you slapped quick, I ain't killing you. But damn, what if the nigga tell on you? Then I'm spilling it. I be flying shit from here to toe, these bitches feeling me. Bitch niggas stay grilling me, that's why they call me Mr. Me. All these niggas mini me, I catch rent in this third degree. I just made a Twitter, but I been had them birds following. The way that I get dressed, you would've thought that I was modeling. Maddie wanna body me, his wife, she wanna swallow me. Every time I touch a stage, it end up as a homie. Seen him running shit just like a marathon, and if she sponsor me.